ever on the road and you get this feeling you're going to get a ticket and then you get a ticket? Every time I get that feeling, I get a ticket. But I haven't gotten one lately, in the last 3 years. Yeah, a lot of guys want to know how you seduce a woman. Well, with me, it's with music or shiny things. I like shiny things. I'm like a crow. I like anything shiny. I saw a very old truck. It had to be at least 25 years old, pull up to where I work. And the wax job would have blinded you. So I asked what he was using. He said McGuire's. So, yeah, McGuire's and F11. They got some new stuff. It's like a ceramic coating, You're supposed to, be able to light your hood on fire, and it doesn't even phase it when you use some of this stuff. They advertise a lot on Facebook. But with me, I am easily seduced with a certain song and shiny things. Yes. I love a man that takes care of his belongings. Yeah, I once bought a very nice boat for my husband when we were married, and he didn't care if it got dirty or messed up, and I'm going, what? This should last the rest of your life. I always thought if you really want something, then you don't want to sell it. You don't want to get rid of it. And he was constantly buying something and then selling it. I go, then why the hell do you buy it in the first place? Because I'm driving a 20-year-old car because that's what I wanted, and I'm going to keep it, and I'm not going to sell it. And things that I've wanted in my life, really wanted, I still have. I never can get over why people buy shit and then sell it 2 months later. Then you really didn't want it. It's just some game that you play. I don't know. But it broke my heart when he didn't take care of this boat. Now, we've owned a lot of yachts. A lot. And he was constantly upgrading. I get that. I do get that. But I'll tell you what, when you buy something used, you better check it out before you cut that check. Yeah, so I am now hungry. Thank God for coffee. Yeah, thank God for coffee. Yeah. So I've learned that when you pack, always bring a pair of tennis shoes and a jacket. A jacket that will go with everything, and a hoodie. You gotta have a hoodie, preferably one that you don't need a shirt under, because there's been so many times that I wish I had packed a hoodie. And a bathing suit. You never know, you're going to be somewhere that has a swimming pool. Always put a bathing suit in your luggage, You like these earrings? I like them. Yeah. Yeah, big surprise. I'm old and wrinkled. Yeah, I'm old and wrinkled. I had to do my nails twice today. Unless you can sit still for 15 minutes, which is very hard for me. I'm constantly moving. Don't do your nails. No. So, I want to do a recap of everything that went wrong and everything that went right on my New York vacation. My brother and his wife buy a used RV, and I knew that they were having issues from the get-go because I kept going back to the dealership. I knew that they were having issues with something, AC or something. Well, we get on the road to go to New York from Manassas, and I have a very sensitive smell. I keep smelling something electrical, and I finally got my brother to stop. And his wife figured out that a breaker kept blowing or popping, so they took care of that issue. Then we go a little further. Oh, let's see. Yeah, what else? Oh my God, what happened? tire. We stopped somewhere, which is an RV repair place, and it was after 5, and the guy said, I'm not touching you, I'm going home, you know, get the hell off my lot. And oh yes, how can I forget this? It was 105 degrees in the RV because the AC stopped working. The AC stopped working. Usually my sister-in-law can figure out things. So we are like sweating profusely. So when we stopped, because we got a flat tire, it was on a dually. So we stopped to like try to get help. The Good Sam Club would not help us because the towing companies wanted more money than what Good Sam was willing to pay, the Good Sam Club. So we're in the gas station trying to get, you know, cleaned up a little bit because we're just sweating, just dripping, and my makeup's run. So I try to wash my face off a little bit because I couldn't get to my luggage, and I got soap in my eyes, and I went blind for 10 minutes. Couldn't see nothing. I couldn't open my eyes. It was caustic. So we ended up having to get a hotel because nobody would help us. And then my brother's driving like for another hour off with a blown tire, you know. So we tried to get help. I think they called 10 different companies. Nobody would help us change the tire. So, let's see. So we finally get to the lake house, and we can't get into the lake house because there's a bridge that's so narrow we couldn't get on it to even go to the lake house. So then we had to go get a rental car. Well, we needed a rental car anyway, so yeah, we had to walk like a quarter of a mile to get to the lake house because the RV couldn't make it. So we get into the lake house, and we realize, of course, it was built in 1902. No AC. Only in one bedroom. And then we couldn't find a shower, and my brother's like 6'4", and all they had was this old freestanding bathtub, if you know what I mean, with the legs, the real old. He says, I am not going to bathe in this bathtub. I want a shower. Come to find out, the shower was next door. We had to walk next door to shower. The place had a lot of bugs, and I'm not scared of bugs because I took entomology in college. I'm not scared of bugs. I know which ones are the bad ones. So they got on the phone. They tried to get the rental company to bring air conditioners. They go, well, we can't get them in the windows. Well, that was false because they had them in one window in one bedroom, which my brother took. So all they did bring us some fans, and we did finally find the shower. I mean, it was a mess because you know, there was 3 people who had severe medical issues. But thank the Lord, the next 4 or 5 days, the temperature dropped 20 degrees, so we were able to withstand it. Okay. So then we go on a charter boat. We get there on time. We go out to the middle of Seneca Lake, and our captain gets this funny phone call. And I knew right there and then there was an issue. He turned around to us and he goes, I picked up the wrong people. You are not my people. And we already put out all the lines, already had them baited. So then we had to reel everything in and go back to the shore. And there is this woman pissed to high hell, giving me that Death Star look. Well, it's my fault. So, come to find out what the confusion was is that the captain that we had was the same one my brother used last year. And both captains was named Jim. So that was the confusion. They just took the wrong party out. So then we had to get on the other boat. It was smaller. There was no place hardly to sit down. It was not as nice as the other boat. But, excuse me, I always warn everybody I'm with, especially the guys. Guys always get pissed at me. I said, listen, I'm going to be the first one to catch the fish, and I'm going to catch the biggest. And that's exactly what happened. My brother didn't catch anything. was sad, you know. But the same thing happens when I go to the firing range. I always tell the guys, don't be mad, but I'm going to outshoot you. And I do. And they tuck their tail between their legs and go on home. Yeah, because I'm very competitive. Even when I used to drag race, my reaction time was almost perfect, like John Force's. And guys get mad because it's all about that reaction time, getting off that line at the Christmas tree, right? So, yeah. But after all in all, the trip was really, really nice. And on the way back, my sister-in-law got the AC to work. It was something simple. The guys at the repair place couldn't figure it out, but she did. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm real hungry. I want chili.